Hello and welcomes everyone, this is AnthWolf bringing you a Let's Talk video for October 2015. If you're unfamiliar with my Let's Talk videos, basically I'm just going to sit down for a few minutes, talk about what's been happening over the past couple of weeks and let you know what's coming up in the near future. If you're not interested in that, feel free to go back to whatever you were doing today. Hopefully you've been enjoying your weekend, but yeah, apart from that, let's get into things. I know I did an October update just earlier in the month, which is what I normally try to do, but a few things have been happening and I just wanted to let you know. First things first, I want to thank my newest and most recent subscribers. I think I'm up to about 113 right now, and I appreciate it, I really do. I hope you're enjoying the content I'm releasing. And obviously, as I always say, if there's something you may be interested in seeing me play, a certain game title, I may not play it, but feel free to give out anything you may be interested in doing, and I can always look into it. And if it's something that may be of interest to myself, then who knows? It might occur down the line, depending on how I feel. But no, I've taken a couple of weeks off from recording. You may not have noticed, I may not have mentioned it so much unless it's just been in a comment on my own channel. But after finishing some of the Star Wars The Old Republic expansions for my bounty hunter Valakor, I kind of took a few weeks off just to relax, to recover my energy basically. And now I'm kind of back into the mood of recording. I'm feeling a lot better about myself. And there's more Star Wars The Old Republic coming basically. On Tuesday, the newest expansion, Knights of the Fallen Empire, is being released, and I'm looking forward to trying to get the grips with that and have a look at the new changes that they're implementing. And basically, no doubt before we get into introducing the storyline for that expansion, I'll probably go into another brief update, running through the changes, what I think's positive, what I think's negative. I'm kind of two minds at the moment, but obviously once we get into the game and come to terms with it then and there, then I'll probably be able to form a better opinion and share it with you all, and maybe you'll agree, maybe you'll disagree. That's what happens. At the moment I'm actually recording some Civilization 5. I've had that game sat gathering dust for a little while now, and I've been tempted to do a couple of playthroughs, and I've been about 3 or 4 hours into the game and it hasn't felt interesting. Or things have went horribly wrong, which is probably worthwhile uploading, but no. But yeah, I've been recording some King difficulty campaigns. Obviously at the moment I haven't finished the current one I'm working on, and from there I may continue doing some more Civilization 5. In addition, I probably should record some more Europa Universalis 4. My good friend Gallyfox mentioned that there may be an upcoming expansion for that though. Obviously I'd love to see Paradox release a Europa Universalis 5. But no, I think they may have one, possibly 2 more expansions in the works for Europa Universalis 4. So at the moment, I'm kind of sitting back from doing any new series. I did try to record a series as the Hansa, which has always been a nation I've been interested in playing because it's been a merchant republic and something I'm not greatly familiar with. But to be honest, I was recording that. We got about 10-11 videos in, probably a good 5 hours, 6 hours of content, and it was just boring, to be honest. It was fun to play, but boring to watch, and if I wasn't... Basically I was putting it at speed 4, speed 5 sometimes, because you start off as a small nation and I was expanding. The Hansa was growing quite powerful, but it wasn't interesting. Maybe if I ever get the chance to do a multiplayer campaign, which is what I've been always wanting to do, been tempted to do, if obviously we get the time to actually do that, then maybe the Hansa would be worthwhile playing then, because it wouldn't just be me sitting in silence explaining what I'm doing for that country, if you know what I mean. I'd actually have someone to bounce ideas off and talk to and create a bit of banter with during the series. I think that might be better. more interesting, most definitely. I've been playing a bit more MechWarrior Online. Obviously you may have noticed a couple of update videos when I've used MechWarrior Online, this one in particular actually. And I'm starting to get into that, mostly because of the introduction to the new Kickstarter Battletech. It's kind of threw me back into wanting to play MechWarrior Online. I may do a couple of released series where I'm playing as my various mechs. I might buy a new mech or two and train them up and show them off for you all, but I'm not great at the game, but I like the idea of the game. It actually has mechs that feel like they have a lot of weight, a lot of tonnage to them, and how mechs should actually move, rather than a few games that I've seen where the mechs are far too quick and unrealistic, basically. What else is coming out? Fallout 4. Fallout 4's coming out on the 10th or the 11th of November. I keep forgetting which one it is, and I probably should have looked it up. Now, I am familiar with the Fallout series. I've played bits and pieces of them. I've never completed one of their games, even though I do have Fallout 3 and New Vegas on my Steam list. And I have been tempted to record a series of them before, but it hasn't felt right, or maybe I've been doing something else at the same time, so I've never really got round to it. But obviously Fallout 4, when it comes out, quite a few YouTube hobbyists will likely be doing a playthrough of that game. And I think if I'm going to get into one, I might as well get into the most recent one, and if I enjoy it then I may backtrack and do one or two of the other games. But yeah, we'll see. I'm quite tempted to do an LP. I'm unsure if I'm going to try and metagame it, because I know various stats affect certain things that'll probably happen in the game. Like if it's similar to, like, say, Fallout 3, having high charisma will allow you to converse and may open more dialogue options. Or maybe I should just play it as myself and see how, like, put the stats of how I feel I am, and I'm pretty average in everything, to be honest with you. I'm not going to give myself like 10 charisma because I'm not charismatic, or I don't have 10 strength because I don't pump weights at the gym, or I don't do a physically demanding job anymore. But no, I thought I might play it as myself and see how I survive in Fallout 4, basically. It's something I've been considering, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously that's beginning of November-ish, and we'll see how the pennies go, and I might pick it up. Well, yeah, something to consider. I did think I mentioned at the beginning of October's update Let's Talk video that I was going to pick up Styx Master of Shadows, which is a stealth action game where you play as a goblin, and obviously I don't know what the full story behind that is, but it reminded me a lot of Deus Ex Human Revolution with the whole, you can play it, it's mostly a stealth orientated game, but you can have abilities which allow you just to go full belt and kill all the humans, which people like to do on occasion. Of course they do. And because obviously I mentioned in Styx, I've also been looking back at the Splinter Cell series. I have maybe half the games in the collection, some of the earlier ones and then the later ones, and I've kind of missed a few in the middle. But I've been kind of tempted to look back at them and look at the story. And I've been wondering if it would be worthwhile, if it would be worth my interest to try and start at the very beginning of the Splinter Cell series and go through the storyline. Because I'm tempted to look into it, because I don't know much about Splinter Cell myself. But because it is a stealth action game, again, it might be something of my interest. The downside, the thing that gets into my head, is that the earlier games may not have as good, obviously, graphics or or controls, which could put me off, basically. But yeah, I think that's really about it. Obviously, I'm gonna record some more Civilization 5 this afternoon. Depending on how that series goes, that series might actually finish today or Monday, but come Tuesday, obviously we've got the new Star Wars The Old Republic expansion, and to be honest, I'm off work now up until the following Saturday, so a lot of my time's probably going to be put into Star Wars The Old Republic, or getting out and about, actually seeing some sunshine and some fresh air for once. But yeah, feel free to comment below if you so desire. and I'll see you as we go further into the year, basically. This has been AnthWolf. Bye bye now.
New target acquired. Base is being captured. New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Left arm critical damage. Left torso critical damage. Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. Right torso critical damage. Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed. LRM destroyed. Medium pulse laser destroyed. LRM ammo at 25%. New target acquired. Target acquired. Artillery strike online. Target acquired. Center target acquired. Left arm destroyed. Left torso critical damage. Medium pulse laser destroyed.